get it on. First off, from Chicago, Illinois, weighing 232 pounds. Let's hear a nice welcome for Jeff Stanton. And now, a young man from Rocky Top, Tennessee. He's trained by the All-American boy, Chris Carter. I give you Man Mountain Tyler. Man Mountain Tyler. One fall, 10 minutes.
Your referee, Al Thomas, getting set to impart the instructions to both wrestlers. This should be a fine bout. Chris Carter has taken Man Mountain Tyler under his wing, so to speak, training him in the ways of the ring.
Chris Carter, you know, is very scientific.
Yes.
And if anybody could teach Tyler some moves, he could do it.
And he is Mr. Patriotic, too. It's always loud and proud for the good old US of A with Chris Carter. Here's the huge man, the Man Mountain Terry Tyler. Just flings him off as if he were a fly.
Well, he's big enough. He should be. And of course, what is it, Stanton is his name?
Stanton, yes.
Wrestler Stanton, to me, he looks like he's very strong, too.
Leg trip, nice move.
But I think the main problem is Tyler just outweighs him so much.
Yes. Much bigger.
Although Stanton must weigh 250.
Terry Tyler, of course, has the immense strength on his side also. Well, what do we have here? Stanton protesting with the referee. He collided again, and Tyler went absolutely nowhere. Look at that. Hardly even phased him. Tyler just stands there inviting him to come on in for more if you want it. Every time I see Man Mountain Tyler, Bruiser, he is improving noticeably every match.
He's bounding it.
Tyler and Carter, many weekly workouts in the gymnasium.
Carter being his tutor, he's got to improve every week.
He's got the size, he's got the strength, and he's learning the wrestling ability very, very well. He's going to be a triple threat. Already is. Tyler faces off against Jeff Stanton. A little leery of Chris Carter at ringside. I don't think we have to worry about any interference from Carter, though. Tyler scoops him up. And down he goes. Terry Tyler just standing back, taking things easy, not losing his cool, ready for whatever Stanton might throw at him. Back to center ring. And Mountain Tyler from Rocky Top, Tennessee, clamps on a side headlock on Jeff Stanton. Stanton trying to go for some hair, I believe. Referee's right there, though, right on top of the action.
Thomas is a good referee.
Tyler content to keep on applying that side headlock and gradually sap the strength from Stanton. They're into the ropes. Referee orders Tyler to stand back. And you heard referee Al Thomas stay inside the ring, Stanton. They lock up again in center ring. Man Mountain Tyler. Stanton trying to force him into the ropes. Tyler reversed it, though. Now has Stanton exactly where he wants him.
Well, I think he should have hit him. One thing I never did was hold back. Somebody hit me one time and I hit him 5 times.
That's the way you got to be, right, to be successful.
Right. You get hit one time, return 5 times.
I guess one way to look at it is if you don't do it to them, they'll sure as heck do it to you.
But of course, Carter is his tutor. Carter's Tyler's tutor.
Stanton turns the big man around, laying in some forearms, got a power behind him. Tyler. He knocked Stanton halfway across the ring with one forearm. That's putting your weight behind him. Here goes Stanton for the ride into the corner. Tyler backing up. Here he comes like a big freight train. And Stanton just wilted in the corner.
I would never stay there and let that happen to me.
Tyler off the ropes. He's getting set in. Here he goes. There's the pitch. Great victory for the big man from Tennessee. And on Tyler.
Tyler's improving, there's no doubt about it.
Very popular man, too, here, without a doubt, Terry Tyler. The fans have taken to him very well, very quickly.
And here's a chance where Tyler could jump on this guy and hurt him, and that shows the sportsmanship in Carter. He says, no, let the guy get out of the ring. And here we have a repeat in slow motion.
Here comes that big splash. Down he goes, all 400 pounds of it. Without a doubt, the winner, Man Mountain Tyler.
Bruiser Bedlam here at the Premier Center. Our next contest for the evening. First off, weighing 270 pounds from Atlanta, Georgia. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Troy Alexander. And now weighing 325 pounds, he's from Uganda. I give you the Prince Mama Mohammed. One fall, 10-minute time limit.
Prince Mama Mohammed, a towering individual, has to be well over 6 feet. What would you say, 6'4", 6'5" in that area, Bruiser?
Yeah, he's got to be at least 6'5", maybe 6'6". He weighs what?
Well over 300 pounds.
325 anyway.
One of the lovely ring attendants taking back the crown and the cape from Prince Mama Mohammed. He squares up. He's right in on his man. Prince Mama Mohammed, one of the most vicious wrestlers you'll ever encounter in the ring.
With that name, they're liable to make a boxer out of him. There's a lot of... That's the end of that guy. That's the end of him. They had to knock him out.
Right down flat on his back. Right down to the floor.
He's a tough guy.
That's how quickly injuries can occur when you least expect them.
That's right. One time I did that in Chicago, Illinois at the amphitheater. Put 35 stitches in the back of my head.
Oh, I believe it.
And I fell through like that. A man left his chair, and I fell right on top of the top of the chair.
Mama Mohammed, quite an interesting wrestler.
These guys are getting mad, and they're doing just what I want. This is real bruiser brawling.
Troy Alexander.
Yeah, Troy Alexander was hurt, but he's back.
He's had to have a lot taken out of him. Had to have a lot taken out of him.
Oh, Mama, keep on the inside. It's outside, Mama.
Referee ordering Mohammed to stand back.
I want him on the inside.
You can hear the referee giving the orders to Prince Mama Mohammed. I don't even know if the guy understands English, though.
I don't think so.
Usually we see Dr. Jerry Graham do the talking for him. And Prince Mama Mohammed using the ropes to help him apply pressure.
Keep him on the inside.
Referee orders him back into center ring. Prince Mama Mohammed evidently understands enough English to keep himself reasonably legal in there. Using the tag team rope to choke Troy Alexander in the corner.
Out of the corner. Keep him inside.
Mama Mohammed is big and he's tough.
Definitely a man to be contended with.
I've seen
It's on the face. On the face.
a lot of big guys. He's agile for as big as he is.
Yes, he is. He can move up and down the mat, in the air, on the canvas. He's quite a brutal wrestler, but he does know some wrestling. The collision over the top he went. Troy Alexander.
Troy almost threw him out of the ring.
He's outside.
He almost got him.
Prince Mama Mohammed Getting back to his feet, but watch out, he's dangerous.
Oh, yeah.
He'll come at you from nowhere with something that'll absolutely knock the stuffing off. Something like that. Prince Mama Muhammad.
He's got it now.
Looked like that could have been a karate for us.
I think he's finally worn him down.
Muhammad on the center ropes. He's ready to launch.
There you saw a little agility from a 325-pound man.
There's that elbow smash onto Troy Alexander. This could be it. Referee in for the count. And he's not allowing it.
I remember once before we saw him, he did the same thing.
Prince Mama Muhammad, obviously a very sadistic wrestler, getting a lot of enjoyment out of continuing to punish his opponent. Elbow smash again. And Prince Mama Muhammad enjoying himself. He's not ready for the pin yet. Both wrestlers have taken a lot of punishment so far in this match.
On the leg.
Prince Mama Muhammad has the definite advantage of this point, though, as Alexander gets to the ropes and the referee forces the break.
Outside. Step back.
Yeah, he's just plain tough.
Okay.
He's playing mean. He's playing mean.
Muhammad not even giving Alexander a chance to get to his feet. Hoists him up, and Alexander almost went through those ropes again.
Imagine this, Mama Muhammad, if he was a tackle for the Detroit Lions, that's what they need. Is a guy that size with the agility he's got.
Might be a good challenge for the refrigerator. Up to the top rope he goes, and caught him with a clothesline.
Yeah, he's tough and he's agile. He's got him.
That allows the pin to go in. That's Mama Muhammad, a very, very dangerous looking wrestler. Very fearsome. Definitely going to cause problems for the likes of Fred Curry, Chris Carter, Moose Cholak, and many others whom he will no doubt be meeting in the various cities where the WWA appears.
I tell you, Mama Muhammad beat a guy that's got a lot of fortitude. At times,
The winner by a body press from Uganda, Prince Mama Muhammad.
look at it again.
Here he goes to the top rope. Watch that clothesline. The left hand caught Alexander right in the throat. Down he went to the count of 1, 2, 3. The winner, Prince Mama Muhammad. WWA, we take you now via videotape to the wild man from the Sudan, Abdullah the Butcher. You never know what to expect when Abdullah the Butcher steps into the ring. His opponent tonight, Lee Ramsey.
All right, fans, back now to action in the ring. Johnny, here's a while when you never know what to expect from this man. And you see him in the corner with Paul Jones giving him his last-minute instructions. There is Abdullah the Butcher.
462 pounds of him. There you see him with Paul Jones. You understand that Tully Blanchard is no longer needing the services of Abdullah the Butcher now that Tully has the U.S. Championship back, and he also has Baby Doll back at his side, so he's giving Jones his property back. That's a lot of property, 462 pounds.
And right away, he just takes Lee Ramsey, slams him out of the ring, down onto the floor. He's right out of the ring after Ramsey. He's going to slam him now, down on the concrete floor. Puts all of that weight right on top of Ramsey, Johnny.
And I understand the way that Jimmy Valiant and the Raging Bull have been breathing down Paul Jones's, the Barbarian, the Superstar Graham's neck, that Jones will be glad to get his property back. Look at Jones on the outside, seizing an opportunity with the referee detracted, and he got a few licks in on Lee Ramsey, as if Lee Ramsey didn't have enough on his hands with Abdullah the Butcher, a mammoth of an individual.
He is certainly an imposing opponent. When you look across the ring and you see someone like Abdullah, as big as he is, as strong as he is, down goes Ramsey again. He's also a wild man in the ring, Johnny. You never know what Abdullah's going to do. There were the fingers right to the throat of Ramsey.
He ran into Ramsey, and Ramsey just bounced off of him and went flying across the ring.
He had the fingers now in the eyes, and now he's going to ripping at the mouth of Lee Ramsey.
Paul Jones looks a lot more confident than he did the last few times we saw him. Of course, you can be real confident with a 462-pound man like Abdullah.
Look at Ramsey with those right hands, and Abdullah just stands there.
Abdullah was waiting for the right opening, and he got it, and it just took one blow. He had to take 3 or 4, but he got the right one in. And Abdullah going to really soften up Ramsey now.
He's out of the ring again as he slings Ramsey through the ropes. Abdullah quickly out of the ring now after him. Johnny, when you talk about him being about 460 pounds, there goes Ramsey over the steel gate around the ring. Abdullah is surprisingly fast for a man as big as he is.
And when he throws you out of the ring, you go out of the ring surprisingly fast, as Lee Ramsey is finding out. I'm sure that Paul Jones is very, very confident with this man back as property.
Hey, he's got a bite on the face.
Do anything to win a match, and he's big enough to take on two men. Abdullah the Butcher drags Ramsey back through the ropes.
He just lifts Ramsey up. He's going to set him over under the turnbuckle. Into the corner.
Ramsey in a precarious situation on top of that turnbuckle, but now it's Abdullah. He dropped him with a shot to the throat there, and look out.
Again with that big right hand and the fingers through the all the way down on Ramsey.
And he picks him up.
High into the air.
He picked him up, Bob. He's going to give him another one. I don't know if Ramsey can stand one more of this big splash by Abdullah. Look at us.
Again to the end. Again, Abdullah with all of the weight in the elbow on Ramsey. And Ramsey is flat, and he is out in the center of the ring.
Paul Jones now getting the referee away. He doesn't want Abdullah to get off of him. Abdullah's got that whole 462 pounds on Ramsey's body. Winner of the match, Abdullah the Butcher. We're going to see it once more. And look at this tremendous elbow drop. This stands is 462 pounds in the air. Right down on Lee Ramsey, the winner, Abdullah the Butcher.
Continues now with the personal insights of the world's most highly educated professional wrestler and manager. We take you now to Dr. Jerry Graham and Graham's Gallery.
Welcome to Graham's Gallery, a neutral and professional television journalistic piece featuring the greatest professional wrestlers in the world today. In the past weeks, we've had some good wrestlers. In the past weeks, we've had some great wrestlers. But today, it's my honor, my distinguished pride. I'm just so happy to have the heavyweight champion of the world, the WWA champion, the great Wojo. Wojo, welcome to Graham's Gallery.
Thanks. It's really great to be on a first-class show like this.
Well, Wojo, you know, you are a legend. I mean, you are one of the few Americans to be in the Russian Hall of Fame of Wrestling for your amateur accomplishments. You were the only person, I believe, ever to make the heavyweight slot as an alternate in the Olympic team while you were still a senior in high school. I mean, you were a 13-time national AAU champion. You were on 4 Olympic teams. You were 3 Pan American times champion. You were so many times you've toured the world. You've toured Russia. You've toured Mexico. You've been to the Canary Islands, South America. You have amateur titles longer than anybody's arm. It's amazing. And then you've turned professional. And yet, I've been going over your record. I noticed where you had a lot of wins early in your career. In fact, all wins. You didn't seem to be in the top slots. You didn't seem to be making the big money. I'm sure a lot of fans want to know, was there any certain point in your career when you began to be a real success as a wrestler, became a top contender, and eventually the WWA champion?
Oh, you're absolutely right. 2 years after being the United States Olympic champion, I was undefeated. I think I had about 100 professional fights, not one main event, and I wasn't going anywhere. I was, instead of wrestling on the weekends, I was loading trucks on the dock. And that's when you came into my life, and you turned it all around. You got me the best matches, and eventually now I'm champion, world champion.
In other words, you owed it all to Dr. Graham.
Oh, absolutely. I was about ready to retire. That's all there was to it until the doctor came into my life.
Now, let me ask you this, Wojo. You are probably the only wrestler in the world today that tours the country in states where the commission allows it, and you actually accept challenges from the audience. You tell anybody, if there's anybody out here, any college wrestlers, any high school wrestlers, any other professional wrestlers, any tough men, football players, anybody that wants to step in the ring with you, you have a special challenge match where if they can pin you in 5 minutes, you give them $10,000. Would you care to elaborate on this?
That's absolutely right. It's thanks to the confidence that you have in me and thanks to the $10,000 you put up for me. I'll take on any human being in the world. And if they can pin me in 5 minutes, they'll get $10,000.
Now, a lot of wrestling fans come up to me, Wojo, and they say, you know, Dr. Graham, we watch this wrestling program, we watch that wrestling program. Everywhere we go, there seems to be somebody claiming to be the world heavyweight champion. we watch this cable station, we watch this local channel. Why do you claim to be the heavyweight champion? Now, what credentials do you have that maybe somebody else doesn't have?
Well, let me tell you something. First of all, I was the United States Olympic champion in 1980. I beat, in the past, all the 1984 Olympic champions, and I've beaten all the professional champions, or all the professional wrestlers that I've wrestled.
Right.
It's the only thing I can criticize you for as my manager, that you've been able to get me a match with the other
Well, Joe, to defend myself, it's common knowledge to every champion anywhere from any wrestling promotion that I have a certified check posted for $100,000 to anybody that claims to be the world champion that wants to match you belt for belt to make an undisputed title unification, and they've all run like cowards. Every heavyweight champion, I believe there's about 3 other men claiming to be world champion, are like whipped puppies. They go to their promoters in New York City. They go to their promoters in Atlanta, Georgia, and they say, oh, Dr. Gray has put up $100,000. The letters and cards are coming in. You're humiliating me. Don't make me wrestle Wojo. They beg them. They say, please don't wrestle Wojo. I want to be champion. I'll be champion of this. I'll be champion of that. But don't make me face Wojo for the belt because he'll beat me. $100,000. Not one of them have ever made $100,000, and they've all turned and run and been humiliated.
Ladies and gentlemen, the opponent from Cleveland, Ohio, weighing 230 pounds. Let's give a nice welcome to Bubba Hawkins. Bubba Hawkins. And next we have the 9th wonder of the world. He weighs 450 pounds. He's from the Yukon. I now give you Moose Cholak. Let's hear it for Moose Cholak. The Moose. 1 fall, 10-minute time period.
As usual, the biggest and the best in the world of professional wrestling. You'll see them all right here.
Yukon, there he is, Moose Cholak.
Moose Cholak just about set to make his way into the ring. And you are not going to believe what you're going to see. There comes the Moose. And if you can see what he's got on his head.
His moose head is 250 pounds. Did you ever try to hold something like that by your neck? That's where he's holding it.
Did he bring that moose down himself, Bruiser?
That I don't know. He might have run over the thing with his big car. But I know he can carry it.
Yukon Moose Cholak. He's even got a name for this thing. He calls him Alexander.
You mean the moose's head he calls Alexander?
Yeah.
Well,
his buddy. The symbol of Moose Cholak.
If you've been in the Northwoods as long as he has, anything would be your buddy, you know.
A little lonely.
Yeah, that's probably his girlfriend, that's Moose.
The Moose, always making sure that he takes time to circle the ring, shake hands with as many admirers and fans.
You'll see the Moose later, I'm sure. He's quite a fan of the ladies, and he loves the polka.
Oh, that's right.
He requested that we get some polka records for him to polka the next time we see him.
That would be great. As I understand it, Bruiser, more often than not, when Moose Cholak appears in a city around the country, he will look for a polka club to go to afterwards.
Oh, yeah, he's quite a polka
Dances the night away, he does. All 450 pounds of Yukon Moose Cholak. Certainly one of the most formidable opponents anyone can ever hope to face in a wrestling ring. And he was more than happy when you sent him that telegram.
Oh, yeah, he and I have been friends for years. He and I wrestled mainly up in northern Minnesota and Canada, all over Canada's tag teams, because Canadians, for some reason, they appreciate how big the Moose is. And they like big, tough guys like the Moose.
Well, we'll see how Bubba Hawkins can stand up against Yukon Moose Cholak.
That's why we call Bruiser Bedlam. That's why we call Bruiser Bedlam the toughest wrestling there is, because it's international, not just around here where we're having the matches at the present time, but these wrestlers come from all over the world.
Absolutely, and more often than not, you'll see them in the main events.
That's true.
The Moose displaying his awesome strength. He is an immovable force in that ring. There's very, very few wrestlers who have what it takes to bring down the Moose. The Moose with a... Looks like he's got a standing wrist lock of sorts on Bubba Hawkins.
Bubba Hawkins is smart. He can get up off that mat, like I say. These big guys hurt you when they finally fall on you.
Certainly, we've seen the El Squacho used to great effectiveness by the Moose. That's a big splash.
Get up, or you're through.
Must have heard you. He got up pretty quick.
You got to get up. The Moose likes this guy because he hasn't resorted to a lot of punches, although it looks like he might now. Now, if he gets on the mat after hitting the Moose like this, the Moose is going to squash him.
Could be a big mistake if Bubba Hawkins manages to rile up the Moose.
I think he's had it.
Moose has him in the corner. Lay it in that. Lay it in those shots that are resounding throughout the Premier Center here in Detroit. And the Moose going to town on Bubba Hawkins. Not letting him out of the corner. He's got things going his way, 100%. That's usually the way it is with Moose Cholak. He gets his way in the ring because there's not too many people that can do otherwise. The Moose is in no hurry. He's content to take his time. More often than not, the opponents will try some desperation move, and the Moose can capitalize on it for a victory. Hawkins with the Moose in the corner, throwing in fist after fist, and I don't think it's having any effect at all on the big man from the Yukon. The Moose hauls off and lets go with a big one.
The Moose used to be a professional fighter, but he was so big, no one would get in the ring with him, so that's why he became a professional wrestler. He just loves contact.
Oh, there it is! The El Squacho.
You mean, I told you can't lay there more than a second. They'll get you.
Yukon Moose Cholak. Beautiful victory. Beautiful victory for Moose.
I owe everything he showed. The Bruiser showed me everything I know. He's the toughest guy alive. And everything I know, the Bruiser showed.
Thank you, Moose.
Certainly a great compliment from a fine friend of yours, Dick the Bruiser.
Well, like I said, he is my tag team partner in a lot of places.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner by a body press from the Yukon. Let's hear it for Moose. Cholak right there.
Let's see it again. Carter.
And now, wrestling fans, our main event of the evening. Tag team match for the World Championship, the WWA. First off, weighing 236 pounds from Columbus, Ohio, I give you Flying Fred Curry. And his partner from Detroit, Michigan, ladies and gentlemen, weighing 241 pounds. Here's the All-American boy, Chris Carter. And their opponents, the champions. From Indianapolis, Indiana, I give you, weighing 242 pounds, Bulldog Don Kent. And the coast of the coast, from New York City, weighing 240 pounds, Dr. Jerry Graham. For the World Championship Tag Team.
What appropriate music brought them into the ring, Bruiser? Star Wars theme. And it is just that, Star Wars, for the World Tag Team Championship.
Well, I think that...
You talk about Bedlam, Bruiser. This is all-out war, my friend.
This is Bruiser Bedlam, and I think the Star Wars is right. I think Graham and Ken are going to see a few stars before this is over.
They could. It's Graham. Carter now. Down goes Carter. Graham off the ropes again. They collide in center ring. Carter goes down a second time. Graham with a side headlock makes the tag. Kent moves right on in. Not a split second there that they didn't have that hold on Carter. Kent is on the run now from rope to rope, but Carter caught him. And he catches Dr. Jerry Graham also. The World Tag Team Champions on the run. Carter looking fantastic as he hoists Graham, and he's ready for Kent again. Carter into the corner. Here comes Flying Fred Curry. Taking over on the World Tag Team Champions. Bruiser, look at this. A double flying head scissors. what action we're seeing here. A championship match for the tag team championship. Freddie takes both of them down. The tag team champions are having their problems as we expected. From Flying Fred Curry and Chris Carter presenting a serious challenge to the champions.
Yeah, I knew they were going to see stars.
Off fist right into the face of Bulldog Don Kemp by Carter, who holds him into the corner. Curry throws in a fist into the midsection.
You could see the sweat fly off his head when he got hit that time.
One of the all-time greats, Flying Fred Curry. Certainly you've got 4 all-time greats, to be honest. The tag is on again with the champions. Graham takes over as they double team. It's Flying Fred Curry taking some punishment now from Dr. Jerry Graham. Some heavy forearms across the chest. Those could just cave in your ribs. Chris Carter cheering on his partner from outside the ring here in the beautiful Premier Center in Detroit, Michigan. It is Bruiser Bedlam at its best.
You notice Chris Carter's got a black eye right now.
Yes, he does.
Well, he probably got that the first minute of the action.
Carter with the side headlock on. Bulldog Don Kent off the ropes. The run is on. Collision, down goes Kent. A second time Kent goes down. Carter right on top of his man.
Watch out!
Kent reaching for the tag.
No!
And the doctor. No, the referee not allowing it. It was...
That's what I say. That referee Thomas is always on the ball.
Side headlock maintained by Carter. Once again, they try the tag.
Full hand! It's got to be a full hand!
Referee being very technical here, but this is a World Tag Team Championship match, and he doesn't want to be accused of favoritism in such an important bout. Oh, did you see that? Big knee, put Carter down.
That's what they do the best.
Right in the small of the back. It's Graham now. Oh, going for a super. In for the count.
He can't keep Carter down with just one suplex.
Carter's still got an awful lot of fight in him, I think.
He's going to try it again.
But this time, Carter turned the tables on him, took the doctor over. A dose of the doctor's own medicine.
Yeah, but Carter has also hurt his back of his head.
Carter's a little wobbly as Kemp moves in on him. And Bulldog Don Kemp certainly likes to capitalize on an advantage like this.
Yeah, this is where their teamwork comes in.
Certainly they are an extremely effective tag team combination. The record is 2 for 1. They have held the tag team championship for quite some time now, facing the very best around the world. It's Carter and Kemp. Carter in a bad way. Watch out. Here he comes. Right in front of him. And here comes Graham.
Watch out!
They're right in front of us. Graham. Oh, no. A bottom slam on the outside. That shook this place. Chris Carter. Let's hope he's not seriously injured. Certainly he's well conditioned. That may have saved him.
Come on!
Curry at ringside to try to help out his partner. And this match is just about one step away from an all-out brawl.
Yeah, this is a Bruiser Bedlam.
Watch out. Double suplex.
Oh, boy. If that doesn't finish Carter, nothing will.
Kent on top of his man. Carter able to kick out, though.
He's got a lot of guts. Carter's got a lot of fortitude.
Body slam in for the count again. He doesn't hook the leg, though, and Carter kicks out.
Out again.
And the barking starts. And look what it does to the Bulldog. This could be very dangerous for Don Kemp, Bruiser, and he's totally distracted by the fans.
He shouldn't be there, but
He shouldn't allow him to get to him like that. And they love it.
he's completely distracted. He noticed his partner was on top of the ropes.
Graham moves in on Chris Carter. I didn't see the tag there, but the referee is allowing it. And Carter comes with a boot that puts the doctor down. Referee with the count now. Oh, big boot right into Done it.
He caught him real good that time.
Bulldog Don Kent drops the knee down. 11 to 4 here to Carter. Don Kent and Dr. Jerry Grant defending the World Tag Team Championship today on Bruiser Bedlam. Another knee to the head, into the count again. Curry moves in, though. He's had about enough. I know you must feel pretty much the same way sitting here at ringside, Bruiser. You can only take so much.
There's nothing more in my life for me to jump in there and grab him, but I'm not going to do it.
I understand you've been ordered to stay out of things by the commission.
That's right. And the commission says, Bruiser, we know what kind of guy you are, but if you interfere in these matches, I could lose my wrestling license to promote these matches, and I'm not about to do it.
Well, it's certainly a great opportunity for the fans to get some truly expert commentary from one of the all-time greats, legend Dick the Bruiser. Back in action in center ring with the tag team champions. Head first into the boot of Kent. Tag is on. Here comes the Bulldog against Chris Carter. Fred Curry just itching to get in there for some action here. I think Kent and Graham are doing their utmost to keep Carter from making that tag. Heavy forearm blows put Carter down. And the Bulldog twisting that head right around. Bulldog Don Kent, perhaps at one point a chiropractor, I don't know. The barking again. Working well for Carter and Curry. The referee, I don't think, will allow that, Bruiser. Or will he?
No, he's going to make him go out. Make him go out.
Tag must be made over the top rope. The Bulldog holding on to Carter. Graham comes off the top of double fist. Carter is down. He's in serious trouble. And through the legs goes into the tag. Fred Curry is in. Flying Fred Curry with a drop kick. The trademark of Flying Fred. He's taking on both of them. The Bulldog is down.
Oh, here comes Wojo.
Wait a minute. Wojo is coming. Wojo is in. Referee orders the bell of disqualification, I think, Bruiser.
Yeah, like I said, they're just itching for me to get in there, and I'm not going to do it. And I think they know that I can't do it. They're just baiting me, I can feel it.
Gotta be tough for you, Bruiser.
They're baiting me to make sure I don't help.
Let's hope we can get some word back to the dressing room here before we have some serious damage done here. Here comes Bubba, Brazil, and Calypso Jim. The place is going wild. Bobo. Bobo, Brazil. Laying him in, clearing the ring, along with Calypso Jim. You think maybe they were in dire threat of losing their title there, Bruiser? Is that why Wojo jumped in?
I think so. Either that or...
Ladies and gentlemen, due to interference, this has been called a no contest. Still the world champions, Dr. Jerry Graham and Bulldog Don Kent.
Well, that's Bruiser Bedlam. That's Bruiser Bedlam, I'm going to tell you.
Well, let's hear it for Fred Curry and Chris Carter. A big round of applause. We've got to talk to you after what just happened here. Wojo coming out of nowhere. I think maybe the champions came real close to losing their titles, and that's why Wojo came in.
Well, you know something, Terry? I'll tell you what. This is how these guys operate. I've wrestled these guys all over the country, and I'll tell you what. I think maybe next time I should have somebody like Bobo Brazil or Calypso Jim in our corner so they can watch, and then you'll see some new WWA Tag Team Champions.
Later tonight, a presidential visit to the restaurant prompts a security check, which Howard can't seem to pass on It's a Living.
This has been a presentation of Bedlam Productions Incorporated in association with Championship Wrestling Incorporated.